Good afternoon everyone, here's our latest video update on Typhoon Bopha or Bagyong Pablo on this Wednesday afternoon. System is now pulling away from the Philippines, moving into the South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea. It was last looked at approximately 120 kilometers northwest of the city of Puerto Princesa out here in Palawan. Maximum sustained winds have weakened to 120 kilometers per hour with gusts of up to 175 kilometers per hour according to JMA. System is moving west-northwestward at 20 kilometers per hour, so it has weakened and also slowed down. You can see in this latest visible image, the last visible image before the sunset, showing you the system still remaining intact as it crosses Palawan. It has again weakened after making landfall in Mindanao yesterday. Also made landfall out here in Negros Island and crossed northern Palawan just this morning. Still showing you still some strong convective activity right near the center, not as widespread, definitely not as strong as yesterday just before it made landfall, but still producing some strong winds out in this region, and also some very heavy rainfall, reporting right around 50 to 80 millimeters in some parts, especially out here in northern Palawan. Also islands of Coron and Calamian Islands, those areas are actually still under signal number 3 as we speak. Northern Palawan and also Calamian group of islands according to Pagasa's 5 p.m. update. Rest of Palawan are under signal number 2, while the province of Occidental Mindoro out here in Mindoro Island is under signal number 1. We expect those provinces to continue receiving stormy weather, especially out here in northern Palawan and the islands just north of it. Perhaps another 30 to 50 millimeters are possible in the next 3 to 6 hours. As for Visayas and Mindanao, the worst is definitely over. Many provinces here are now out of. In fact, we don't have any provinces now under signal number 1 in this region. So, pretty good news here. Unfortunately, damages and the impacts of Bopha are just beginning to dawn on us, especially out here in eastern and southern Mindanao, where hundreds are feared dead in that region. And speaking of the impacts, here we have a simple map using the Pegasus Project NOAA data that we have gotten in terms of the rainfall accumulations from yesterday as the system moved across. You can see the light blue here. Those are provinces that reported rain but are less than 50 millimeters in intensity. Those in darker blue shadings reported 50 millimeters or more, and the provinces under yellow reported 100 millimeters more of rainfall. And you can see this tiny sliver of rain of red shading. Those are provinces that recorded more than 150 millimeters of rainfall. Those include the provinces of Misamis Oriental, Bukidnon, and also parts of Agusan del Norte. The highest recorded rainfall that we've seen was near Cagayan de Oro City, where a station reported 180 millimeters of rainfall. Some parts of Visayas also got more than 50 millimeters of rainfall, especially out here in southern Negros, also parts of Bohol Island, and even actually parts of Samar and Leyte also getting in on those heavy rainfall reports from yesterday. Obviously, that caused some widespread damage, especially out here in northern and eastern Mindanao, where we are getting reports of more than 200 dead, unfortunately, especially out here in the province of Compostela Valley, where the ground zero is where it's at. More than 140 actual people feared dead, especially in the town of New Bataan out in the Compostela Valley province, due to landslides and mudslides. Those are definitely being caused by those heavy rainfall that moved across the provinces, especially near the mountainous areas, and even into eastern Mindanao. Also getting reports of towns being wiped off the map, especially in Katil. Total devastation, as we've been hearing from reports. Structural damage from the rising waters caused both by the heavy rainfall and also the storm surge, especially in Katil Bay. We were talking about that in the past 3 days in terms of the damage potential of those high storm surge. Remember, we were talking about 3 to 5 meters of waves that could pound the eastern coast of Mindanao, and unfortunately that is causing some widespread damage from what we are hearing. Unfortunately, we aren't really getting any concrete reports or images or videos just yet because the rescuers and the media are still getting into that area as we speak. Remember, roads here have been blocked by debris and also by the numerous amounts of mud that covered the roads there on the way of these islands. So as of right now, they are cut off. Hopefully the government will get there in time. And for more updates on the effects of Bopha, you can head on to westernpacificweather.com. We have set up a post there, an interactive update and news stream for the latest that is coming out of the Philippine media of the latest death toll, now around 238. Definitely continue to rise as we head into tomorrow, perhaps. We also are getting reports of the maximum sustained winds that were recorded yesterday. The highest we found was in Lumbia Airport near Cagayan de Oro City, where they recorded 120 kilometers per hour or more. We're also getting videos from our viewers of the effects of Bopha, and also some images coming from you guys. So definitely big thank you for those reports. And here's another video that was shared to us just today from Lee Daniel from Darwin Negros Oriental. This was taken yesterday, I think, as the system was making landfall. The system made landfall right around 5 p.m. Philippine time near Dumaguete City, and Darwin is on the southern end of that island. You can see high waves there, only around 1 to 2 meter wave heights. Still pretty high, but not as high as the one when it hit Eastern Mindanao. Remember, Bopha weakened after crossing Mindanao, so those wave heights are definitely much lower compared to the one Katil and Baganga and other towns experienced yesterday. But still, look at those wave heights, how powerful they are. Very high, and can still do a lot of damage, especially along the coast, although we haven't really seen any reports out from Negros Oriental just yet, so hopefully that stays that way. And if you want to share your own photos or videos as the storm moved across, especially damages from your area, we really want to show those to our viewers. You can email us at philippineweather@yahoo.com or at robertsped@westernpacificweather.com. And again, you can also head down to Western Pacific Weather and leave a comment below. Again, we definitely appreciate those reports coming in from you guys and consider them a major part of our post-storm reports out here. Now, going back to Bopha and its forecast, the system is now moving away from the Philippines, away from into the South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea, and is moving into an area of weak steering environment. You can see the subtropical ridges out here in this steering analysis, and the system is moving in between that, meaning the system will slow down significantly. Remember, it was moving around 30 kilometers per hour when it moved across Mindanao yesterday. It has now slowed down to about 20 kilometers per hour, and will probably slow down even more as we head into tomorrow and Friday. And by the time it makes into South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea, we expect the conditions to remain favorable for at least another 1 to 2 days, allowing the system to intensify just a little bit more. But either way, the system is moving away from the country anyway, so aside from northern Palawan and parts of western Luzon, we're not expecting any storm damages from the system anymore. So definitely improving weather conditions all across the country throughout. Also, as we head into Friday, we expect the system to exit the Philippine area of responsibility, and by Saturday and then Sunday, we expect a major surge of northeasterly monsoon flow. Cold, dry air from China will invade this region. Definitely, tropical cyclones don't like those type of air masses, and we expect Bopha to start gradual weakening beginning Saturday and Sunday, eventually becoming a tropical storm by Monday, and hopefully dissipating thereafter. Looking at the official forecast from agencies, beginning with Pagasa, expecting a much faster Bopha though. Expecting it to leave the Philippine area of responsibility as early as Friday, weakening also to a tropical storm by that time. Joint Typhoon Warning Center much slower compared to Pagasa, forecasting to remain inside the Philippine area of responsibility for at least another 2 to 3 days. But again, moving away from the country, not going to be an issue anymore. Hopefully, that doesn't change. Also expecting the system to remain a typhoon at least until Friday or Saturday, and then it will start to weaken to a tropical storm as we head into the weekend. And finally, we have the Japan Meteorological Agency nearly showing the same forecast. with Joint Typhoon Warning Center and Pagasa taking the system into South China Sea, and you can also see JMA slowing the system down to a crawl as we head into Sunday and Monday. Still expecting this to weaken to a tropical storm, and hopefully won't be an impact anymore across Philippines and other countries for that matter out here in Southeast Asia. And that concludes our video update for today. Then keep checking those official links we keep putting out here. Also at westernpacificweather.com for the latest updates on Typhoon Bopha and its impacts in the Philippines. We also have a link of Philippine Red Cross if you want to donate and help the people that were impacted by this storm. And also, again, you can email me at philippineweather@yahoo.com or robertspera@westernpacificweather.com for the images or videos or any comments that you may have with regards to our updates. Stay safe, guys.